Hi, my name is Maddie Morris, and I'm presenting on my COVID-19 photo essay. So, I chose this image as an iconic image of the COVID-19 pandemic because everyone is wearing masks out. The governor of Ohio, DeWine, he has not made it mandatory to wear a mask, but stores can refuse to let you in when they begin to reopen in a couple days. If you're not wearing a mask due to protecting yourself and protecting others. Um, so restaurants, bars, movie theaters, schools, even our university has all shut down, gone to online classes. Hospitals are one of the only things that are open currently, and that's only for extremely ill patients. All elective surgeries are canceled. All the doctors and nurses and anyone working in the healthcare field right now are really at risk, and these masks are to help protect us and protect them from the virus, which is a airborne respiratory disease. Firefighters, police officers, EMTs, all of the workers that are considered essential have to wear these masks to protect themselves. And I've seen a ton of people making masks and donating masks. I know Dr. Risley here at Mount Union, my immuno professor, she's donated a bunch. Um, People are wearing masks when they go grocery shopping. People are wearing gloves. I didn't choose a picture with gloves though because I didn't think gloves are the safest way since a lot of people are using them incorrectly. And it's better to just wash your hands. So I chose the mask because I think it shows how people don't just think about themselves, and so many people are making masks and donating them for our healthcare workers. So this was right after spring break. I went to visit my roommate before our stay-at-home order from Mike DeWine was executed. So she lives about 45 minutes from my house. We had a group presentation we needed to make for our senior seminar 2 class. So it was about vaccinations, and we worked on that. We worked on some other classwork for this class. We worked on just our normal schoolwork, and since we're roommates at Mount Union, we're used to doing our work together, so it worked out very well. Her mom brought us some fruit, which was really nice, and then we hung out with her little nephew. He's really cute. His name's Brody. He just turned 1 last weekend, actually. And then she has a hot tub at her house, so we hung out in the hot tub and just saw some people that weren't our family, basically. So then March 23rd, I just made my breakfast like normal. My mom and I went on a walk. We took our dog. I'm in a gym class right now, so we're tracking our like exercise. So my dog is loving it. You can see he's super wet in the middle picture, but he doesn't even care. He likes walking in the rain. He's kind of a brat sometimes, but what dog isn't? He loves walks. Um, and then the rest of the day, I just worked on my schoolwork, and then we have family dinner every night now, which is nice. And I alternate cooking with my parents, which is different from when I was growing up. They always used to cook everything, but now I'm helping out, and that's my dog Hugo. So March 25th, it wasn't a very interesting day. It was just normal. I got up, I made breakfast, I showered, I worked on my schoolwork for a lot of the day. I relaxed a little, I read a book on my iPad. And then my parents and we've been playing Dr. Mario on my dad's Nintendo 64 from college every day. Every night we play for like an hour, sometimes 2 if we're feeling competitive. And it's really fun. It's basically like Tetris where you match up 4 colors and you try and get rid of all the germs you have before the other people. So the fourth one is just like the computer, but my parents and I play, and then my brother doesn't like playing because it's too slow for him. He prefers his Xbox and his Switch. But we think it's really fun, and we play it every night, and we still play it every night. So then April 2nd, um, it had been a while since online classes started. We all decided we need to get out of the house. I'm still in my gym class, so we decided to go on a hike together. It was really fun. We went out. That's my dad in the red. My brother's in the gray hoodie. He always has his hood up because he thinks he's cool. And that's like my mom's arm. And it was really fun. And then because it was Thursday, we got Strombolis for dinner. from El Dorado's, which we do every Thursday. Usually we go in and eat, but since the quarantine, we just order takeout. The food it's really good. I always get a chicken Philly stromboli, chicken, cheese, green peppers, and onions. It's really good. Yeah, so that was that day. So then April 3rd was actually my brother's birthday. He turned 17, and he was really upset he couldn't go hang out with all of his friends. But we had a really nice breakfast, and my dad made steak for dinner. It was really good, and we're decided we're gonna go out to dinner and celebrate his birthday when all this is over. He really likes this restaurant called 35 Bricks, so that's probably where we'll go. So I posted this photo collage of my brother on my Instagram just to wish him a happy birthday. And then I picked some photos to share just from him coming to visit me over the past 4 years. So the very first picture is me in my freshman dorm, and then next to that is our Little Sibs weekend. And then under that is some more Little Sibs weekend, and then the very bottom picture that's sideways, he came to visit me right before spring break, and we just hung out. We went to the grocery store. He had a great time. So yeah, he turned 17 on April 3rd, and I feel bad for him because it wasn't a very entertaining birthday. He couldn't go hang out with his friends. So then the very next day, I had to move out of my apartment, which I lived in Keller, right by the art building, and it was really sad. And so I included some pictures of my roommates. So the bottom picture is my roommate Paige, and then Madison, and we lived together the fall semester of junior year. And then the picture above that was my roommates from this year. The blonde is Caitlin, and then Yuka is next to her, and then Madison. And Yuka was a international student from Japan, so she had to go back. We didn't really get to tell her goodbye or anything. It was really sad. But she's supposed to come back for the fall semester, so hopefully we'll get to see her then, maybe go out to dinner. And then the other picture, my cousin in the purple chair, he helps me move out because he has a truck, and I had a lot of furniture and stuff. And then that's his wife, Callie. And then I was pretty upset about having to move out early, so my parents and we all hung out in our driveway, keeping the 6 feet apart. And we DoorDashed Chipotle to my house, and we just had a little bit of a darty, a day party, just to hang out. It was really nice to see people that weren't just my parents. And then so I decided to show you guys how I was studying. So I ordered this lap thing, and it's just flat, and then this part is cushiony. So it just sits on your lap. It's just a nice little table. And then I actually got AirPods for my birthday, which was over spring break, so I've been using those a lot. And then I always have a cup of tea or water or iced coffee next to me, because I sit there for probably 2 or 3 hours when I'm doing all my schoolwork, because I like to just get it all done at once. And then you can see I'm sitting in my sunroom, and then my mom sits in our dining room because she's working from home, and my dad works from home. He's a teacher, so he works from home, video chatting his students from our basement, and then my brother has a whole setup in his bedroom. So the sunroom is my work room right now, and yeah. So the first virtual museum I visited was the Van Gogh Museum in Amsterdam, Netherlands, which obviously I didn't really go there, but I would love to one day. And I couldn't really figure out how to move on the Google Maps, but then I eventually figured it out, and I realized it was a lot easier if I did it on my phone than if I did it on my laptop, just because my phone, it's just easier to move around. So I included a picture of the building just because I thought it was a really cool building. And then I included this mural that was just really cool on the first floor right when you walk in. And then I just liked this painting of almond blossoms. So I really liked the virtual museum because you could go through it very quickly. You didn't waste time walking. Although I kind of wish I could have gotten to see the brush strokes in person, because you can get really close to it, but I feel like it's just not the same. So I think the arts will emerge as an important public research during times of crisis and tragedy, because it shows that people have been through terrible, horrible things in the past, but we will survive, and there's still beauty. We can still create. We can still do things. And then the second museum I visited was the Musée d'Orsay. I don't know how to pronounce that correctly. in Paris, France, and it was really cool because they had a bunch of sculptures and you could look at them from all these different angles, and you could see like in the crevices and like from the top view. The only thing was I feel like you couldn't really tell like how big they were, but I really liked it and I thought it was really cool. And then I really liked this painting. I just loved the bows down her dress. I just thought it was really beautiful. And I think that seeing this was a bit of a bright spot. It felt like I wasn't really just stuck in my house, and like I was able to experience some new things. So I think research, professional practice, and art history, museum studies can help us understand the COVID outbreak, because there's been outbreaks in the past, and like the 1918 pandemic of influenza, which is in one of the papers we read about in this module. It just shows us that we need to be educated, and we need to educate people, and we need to just follow the rules, like staying 6 feet away from individuals that are not in your household, just for the ability to stay safe and keep other people safe, keep yourself safe. And I think the COVID-19 outbreak, I think it will pass, but it's just going to take some time. So I've turned to, in the time of social distancing, a lot of Netflix, Disney Plus. I've been watching all the Marvel movies, Hulu, Pandora. I listen to music every day when I'm doing my schoolwork. I have Apple Music, so sometimes I switch it up. I go from Pandora to Apple Music. And then I have a library app called Overdrive where I read books for free on my iPad. And I really like that one because, well, it's free. And I like to read. I've always liked to read. And it's just a nice way to kind of distract yourself from not being able to leave your house or being stuck at home. And I've been exercising a lot, and I listen to music when I exercise too, so I've turned to the arts a lot during this pandemic, and I'm really excited for it to be over and for things to start opening back up. But I'm really, really happy that no one in my family and no one I know has been sick, or nothing bad has really happened. So thank you for listening to my presentation, and stay safe out there.